Okay guys, this is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to put their initials onto the strap. I've got out my granite block, and I made a little pattern, and I kind of traced it out with my stylus. I don't make thick stylus for big hands, so I kind of finagled this little thing onto it. But I've already gone and done and put that in there. So now it's time to actually do his initials. So we're gonna set that on there so I know which one's which. And I gotta grab my mallet real quick, so I'll be right back. Okay, I got my mallet now, so it's a nice mallet. I haven't used it all that much, but I like it. So one of the things with when you're tooling leather and you're starting to do all the stuff I'm going to be doing to it, it's got to be wet so it's pliable. So let me just go and re-wet this. It's really soaking up a lot of this water. And you don't want it to be too wet so it gets a muddy likeness to it. I'm just checking my lighting. I had a problem. My lighting keeps saturating this camera out. So I had to figure out how to better do my lighting without saturating it out in the foreground. Alright, now you see how, I don't know if you can see it, but the water's kind of absorbing right into it. I want to kind of let this sit and absorb in a little bit. It's actually absorbing at a pretty good pace. Just kind of spread it out a little bit. So I'm going to do their initials. And this is going to be the top part of the sling, and this is going to be the bottom part of the sling. So obviously their top initial is going to be there, and their bottom initial is going to be there. Like I said, I'd already gone through and I made my pattern and had it all marked where I'm going to have everything. So now I just got to line everything up here. For the most part, I want to keep it lined up in that area. And then what I'm going to come through, and outside of his initials, but inside that box, I'm going to do a backgrounding. And then this is all going to be basket weaved. I hope it really looks nice for him. So we're going to just come through and stamp and do that. Alright, that gave a really nice imprint there. So then I was a little bit off, a little bit heavy this direction. So we're just going to go like this. And we'll and kind of, then we're going to redo that. Now, I know I can find, I don't have to worry about a mismark because I find just the edges and come back and go. So there we go. That's a good marking. That looks awesome. I like exactly where it went. Then we're going to come through and we're going to find my backgrounders. I just got them. Kind of a little bit disappointed. I had said in one of my videos that I was going to have to buy backgrounders. And I bought one size and then I bought the next size down so I could get all over the place. Well, that's the one size, which is, it's huge. I mean, to my fingertips, my thumb is 1 inch wide. So that tells you how wide that is. So I got that. And then here's the next size down. Put it up next to my thumb so you guys can see that. That's a huge difference. So we're going to come through and I'm just going to background onto this. Maybe give it a little bit more water. Now, I know it's been said, I've said it a lot of times, but I'm a beginner, so If I'm overwatering this, be nice. I'm just learning how to do this. So the water's starting to absorb back up. So I know I've got a good, I'm not overwatered too much. So then we're just going to come in, and since we're really close to the letters and all that, we're going to just and you don't have to tap really hard, but you're just adding a background to kind of break it up. And I really want their initials to hang out. So what I'm going to do with the backgrounding is I'm going to come back and I'm going to paint that black. So that'll be all black except for the initials and the basket weave I'm going to be doing out here. And in that area, I can just come on and boop. Oops, wrong one. Gotta be careful. I should set that differently. Where's that thick one I had? Right there in my hand. So I want to kind of watch it so I don't take out the initials. So I'm really watching well where my line is that I put in there and where the initials is, because I don't want to take out either one. Now I'm trying to get into this part of the initial here. And it's actually a lot of work to do all this. It surprises me how much work actually goes into this part, but it's the cool part, so. Nope, that's not going to work right there, so I'm going to have to come in through and do this part. Alright, so that gets up that middle pretty much. I got to do just a little bit here. And so that gives you an idea of what that looks like. I'm going to finish this part up, and then I'll come back when I set up to do the basket weave. I've only tried a basket weave once, and one of my problems with basket weaving is trying to get it all lined up in a nice pattern. Last time I did it, it kind of started turning, but I looked on YouTube from some other creators, and they had come up with some good ideas. So I'm going to show that idea, after I get done with all this. So I'll be right back. I'll finish up this and then I'll come back. Thanks, guys.